Hi everyone, today we're talking about fast-growing climbing plants that will transform your boring fences into beautiful green walls. And stick around until the end because I've saved my absolute favourite climbing plant for last. It's perfect for those shady spots that nothing else seems to grow in. And if you're interested in gardening and landscaping in Australia, we've included links to some of our most popular articles in the comments section below. Let's dive straight into our first climbing plant, the beautiful Banksia rose. This is an incredible plant that puts on a spectacular show in spring with masses of delicate white flowers. What makes this rose variety so special is how quickly it establishes itself and starts climbing. It's a vigorous grower that can transform a bare fence into a flowering wall in just one growing season. And here's a pro tip: if you deadhead the spent flowers, you'll keep getting blooms right through summer. Now let's talk about one of our Australian natives, the Bower Vine or Pandorea jasminoides. This one's perfect if you're looking for something a bit more open and airy. It produces these stunning pink trumpet-shaped flowers that have the most beautiful fragrance. But it's important to note that you'll need to give it something to climb on. If you don't want to attach a trellis to your fence, just string some horizontal wires across it and the vine will do the rest. Next up is the Bougainvillea, and what a showstopper this one is. These days you can find them in practically any colour you can imagine. Here's something interesting. Those vibrant colours actually aren't flowers at all. They're bracts. The real flowers are tiny white ones at the tips. Just a word of caution though, wear good gloves when handling these because the thorns contain an irritating sap. Before we move on, I have one big favour to ask of you. If you're finding this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It will only take a second and is the best way to support us. Okay, back to the video. Now let's talk about traditional jasmine. If you love fragrant plants, this one's for you. It's an absolute delight in spring when the flowers burst open and release their heady fragrance into the garden. This fast-growing climber will quickly cover your fence with glossy green foliage, and maintenance is super easy. Just give it a trim with hedge shears after flowering to keep it neat and encourage more blooms the following season. Note that jasmine is considered invasive in some areas, so check with your local council before planting. Moving on to another Australian native, the false sarsaparilla or Hardenbergia violacea. This is such a rewarding plant to grow. Every winter it puts on the most incredible display of bright purple flowers. It's a really vigorous grower during the warm months, and here's a tip. You can attach chicken wire to your fence and it'll climb up all by itself. The orange trumpet creeper is our next plant, and it's perfect if you want some winter colour. It produces masses of bright orange flowers against dark green foliage. Like the Bower Vine, it needs something to climb on, so remember to provide some support. It's also worth noting that this plant is categorised as an environmental weed in both Queensland and New South Wales. And finally, I've saved one of my absolute favourites for last, the Star Jasmine. This plant is just incredible. The white star-shaped flowers produce the most amazing sweet fragrance, and best of all, it grows really well in shade. Just remember to wear gloves when pruning, as some people can be sensitive to the sap. If you've enjoyed learning about these climbing plants, make sure to check out the articles we've linked in the comments section below. And I'd love to hear about your experiences with climbing plants. Which ones have worked best in your garden? Leave a comment below and let's share our gardening successes and challenges. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.